I'm Lara Klawikowski. I'm a fashion designer and I design what could be called wearable art because of all the detail and the time that goes into making the materials and the actual design. It goes beyond ready to wear and ordinary fashion. I'm originally from Worcester and I grew up there. I went to school there and I moved to Cape Town when I was a student, so in 2006, and I've been in Cape Town ever since. I studied fashion design at Cape Town College of Fashion Design, and during that time I really experimented a lot with unusual materials and unexpected materials. And when I was in my 4th year, I designed a dress made entirely out of condoms. And that kind of sparked more of my interest in using unusual materials and seeing how you could change something that isn't necessarily beautiful into something really magnificent. And I think my journey's always been about using unusual materials, refabricating, upcycling, recycling, and transforming it into wearable fabrics where they have stretch, they're flexible, they are machine washable, they're durable. All the elements of ready to wear with an unusual fabric could be a haute couture piece. Tricky to make the differentiation. Is it fashion? Is it art? I would say it is fashion first because it's wearable, and when I think of it being on a body and functioning as a piece of clothing. But then the materials, every panel is created by hand, and there's so much detail and so much thought in the color and the texture that a panel of a piece of material I've created that will be used in a dress could be a piece of art. It could just hang in a gallery and be a piece of art where even if it isn't worn, it's still something to look at, something that inspires people. So what's nice about my work is that it's customizable. So even if someone's inspired by, say, this piece, they could have it made in a colorway that resonates with them, that suits their skin tone better, and it could be sculpted to fit their body precisely. These are all sort of the inspiration pieces, and you could buy them just like this, but they could also be tweaked for the wearer. I guess maybe I'd love to show at Paris Fashion Week, the Couture Week. I think that would be amazing because that's where all the greatest fashion designers showcase their work. And it's all about the art of fashion and the art of craftsmanship. That's definitely the pinnacle of haute couture and everything that these pieces encompass. I think my work really encompasses everything that's feminine and femininity, and not necessarily a woman femininity, but femininity in men, and it kind of touches on all of that, and it inspires people to be happy in the softness of femininity, and the strength and softness. I mean, these aren't typical princess dresses. I think it also makes you see different sides of what femininity means. I'd like to start working on another collection, and at the moment, it's been happening for the past year. I've been working on accessories and making the brand extend further than just actual clothing, working at hats, working at bags, working at smaller items that are even more accessible to more people than, say, an avant-garde dress or a wedding dress. And it's a way that people can be part of the brand and have a piece of my ideas in a smaller form format. SACTU, the South African Clothing and Textile Workers Union, all these dresses would be then taken to the factories and used as a means to spark interest and open a conversation around safe sex and just talking about anything that's sexual health related. So I think that was also where it all began, where you could use fashion as a tool to open up a conversation and speak about sometimes uncomfortable topics, but also create something beautiful and let the beauty be the spark for the conversation. And even though condoms were a really weird thing to use, it ended up being very beautiful. And I ended up having the first years assist me in embroidering condoms through mesh, and the effect was really pearly and florally and very feminine. And it ended up looking like a beautiful, expensive piece of fabric. And the design looked like haute couture. It could have been on the runways internationally. No one could believe that it was made from something as simple as a choice condom. I guess all of these pieces, like the past 3 years when I've started making all of these pieces out of recycled plastics, and then winning the Twig Country Road Changemaker Award, that was quite a special moment where I thought, am I nuts to be doing this out of grocery bags? Am I getting it wrong? And then winning that award really gave me the go-ahead. I think that's also been a thing. It's each time I win a design award, it's sort of an idea where I'm taking a big risk and investing a lot of time and money and energy and thinking, am I getting it right? And you can't rely on winning prizes to keep you going and to be your motivation, but it's almost like, yes, you carry on. I'm Lara Klawikowski. I'm a fashion designer and I'm exhibiting my work at the Youngblood Gallery.